today. First episode, just kind of kicking things off. Want to give a shout out to Reagan's Corner, who's kind of hosting this and getting us started. So go check them out, get some merch from there, and it's a great site. Just kind of kicking things off. Adam, you want to give us background on you?
Yeah, my name's Adam Dermer, and I also play for Burton College. I've been teammates with Harrison for a while, and we've been buddies for a great while as well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So just first off, what's the most memorable trip you've had with Burton College?
Man, most memorable trip. We've had a lot of good trips with the golf team, but one that definitely stands out would probably be when we went down to Mount Olive and played Walnut Creek. That was a really fun time. Some buddies of ours and some teammates that always be friends with to this day and for a very long time, and definitely had some fun out there because of the COVID rulings. So we all had to play together, which is very different from how we usually play our golf tournaments.
You ever played the Greenbrier?
I have actually. Have you played the Greenbrier?
I have. I think you were there.
Dude, I think you were there too.
Yeah.
That was a really fun course.
Yeah.
Shout out to Greenbrier, really. They really
go check them out too.
They really accommodated us. That's for sure.
What do you think about the Masters coming up?
Man, Masters, I really think Scotty Scheffler is going to be on a heater this week. I really do believe that. Other than if Tiger Woods comes back.
Because Fred said he was chipping pretty well, and the driver 176 ball speed. I think
phenomenal.
Next up, yeah.
Phenomenal practice round.
Cameron Smith,
Justin Thomas, Dustin Johnson.
I mean, everyone talks about you have to draw the ball out there, but you looked at whoever's won the most, which is Phil and Jack and Tiger. They've all hit cuts off the tee.
Yeah, I think 100% of the field can hit a draw and a cut. So most likely,
you're probably right.
One of them's gonna win. So
yeah, I guess they're there for a reason. I hope Harold Varner takes it deep. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, North Carolina homegrown guy, Gastonia Country Club. Yeah. Shout out to them as well. Also, ECU Pride, go Pirates. So there's a lot of.
I've seen them down at ECU a couple times.
Hey, we've seen them a couple times. Maybe not.
We've seen Harold. Yeah, we've seen Harold a couple times. So I hope he plays well.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Harold Varner.
So who's your low am? You think?
Honestly, Austin Greaser has a really good chance.
I mean, he's been playing well.
Yeah,
last week a little stumble,
but there's nothing wrong.
78 rather.
There's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have some. I've always played my best golf. I have a bad round right before,
That's right.
Just to get the feeling back, you got to get it back, and no better place than Augusta National. If you ask me.
I think Peter was on his tails that week. He was kind of nervous as the individual.
Peter was pretty nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but Peter's also a great athlete himself, so I'm sure he'll get back in the winner circle and probably go to Augusta in a couple of years. You never know.
Peter, if you're listening, you got it. Keep working hard.
Austin, good luck as well.
We always got a spot at Burton for you.
Yeah, go Dogs.
Yep. So from the amateur side, but I don't know. Course always great as normal.
It's never a bad year for condition wise.
Yeah. I mean, what can we say?
A lot of things that you see before, like during the wintertime, they have a lot of brown grass and think it's really a dump. But then you get, springtime, the azaleas come out, and that's Augusta National,
I've always wondered what the green speeds were like in like the 70s and 80s. Like, were they always this quick?
No, they actually weren't.
No,
they're like.
Or were they rolling?
9s and 10s.
9s and 10s. Yeah. That had to be similar to like 14. If you don't know what we're talking about, stint meter, it's how fast the greens are rolling. So it's how many feet the ball will roll. So 14 is like the fastest they'll get. Like 6 is pretty slow.
And a 9 to 10 typical course, it's just the run-of-the-mill muni. But most of the time when you're getting up to that even 12, 13 range, it's going to be, especially Augusta with those slopes, really tough golf course.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see how everything shapes out. I mean, I'm thinking a little underdog piece, Ricky Fowler.
Man, if he really broke out this year, it would be something else. That is definitely for sure.
He's filmed more commercials than he has made guts.
Yeah, same thing as Baker Mayfield. He's just everybody's putting some commercials out, but they ain't performing.
Yeah,
so they're gonna get something down. Shout out to Ricky though. I'm not saying anything.
Ricky's coming back. Don't worry.
All love.
Oklahoma State. Speaking of Oklahoma State, Victor Hovland kind of on a heater lately.
Yes, Victor Hovland and Matthew Wolff.
Yeah.
They are some stripers out there.
I don't think Matt's playing, but I think he's been playing all right.
Well, shout out, though, good Cowboys.
If the Masters was in Puerto Rico, Victor Hovland would win. He's got 2 wins in Puerto Rico.
Victor Hovland was always there, you know. If Bubba, if the Masters and Augusta National, Bubba has a chance.
I saw Bubba, Harold, Brooks, and Austin Reese were playing in the practice round today.
We know who's not there. Phil Mickelson, for sure.
Yeah.
We know he's never going to be there.
How about Brooks Koepka is sponsored by a popcorn company now?
Really? Which popcorn?
I think it was called
Haskins. I'm more of a real whatever that, like the one at the store, like the red guy.
Yeah, the red guy.
He looks like Colonel Sanders, but doesn't have the mustache.
Kentucky Fried Chicken popcorn.
Shout out to them too. Really, if they want to come sponsor the show, more power to them.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone.
Shout out.
Shout out to Reagan's Corner.
Reagan's Corner, big blessings.
Getting this thing going, so
we're so excited.
Couldn't have done it without them. So college basketball, what are you thinking about that? It's kind of flipped the switch.
Man, college basketball has in the last 2 weeks has been electrifying. I tell you what, and we know that about a lot. So go ahead,
if you don't know, we're in Wilson, North Carolina, which is about an hour from Chapel Hill, where North Carolina, the University of North Carolina, from. I'm a big Carolina fan. My sister went there, and family raised me a big Carolina fan. So, hoping we have a good night tonight. Tonight's the national championship for whenever this video is released.
And man, I tell you what, if Chapel Hill wins tonight, Franklin Street might be a little more packed than it was even for
Saturday night. We ended up going to the game in the Smith Center, so we're going to talk about that in a little while. And that was a crazy time beating Duke and rushing Franklin Street. So, but first of all, what do you think about tonight's game?
Man, it's going to be tough. I tell you what, Kansas is on a really big high right now. Wins against some really quality opponents.
Yeah.
But Chapel Hill, man, Caleb Love gets the ball in his hands. Sure. He's going to shoot it till the clock runs out.
Sure.
Hopefully he'll go in and we'll get a North Carolina victory.
Armando Bacot injured his right ankle in the last game, stepping on Leaky Black, but post-game interview said he wasn't going to play in this game if his foot was cut off. So he'll be there no matter what.
He's a true Tar Heel to the bones. That is for sure.
He'll be there. So we're going to be watching it. We're excited. I think the key game decider is down low in the post. So Kansas, a couple big men. If we can just get a couple of our subs in Carolina to come in and a couple of guys off the bench to put in some solid minutes, that's the big key. Last game, they had 2 points off the bench. That's not going to cut it tonight. They got to have some guys put in some minutes, get some boards. So
foul trouble too. If Armando Bacot can really just stay in the game, and man, he was a rebounding machine last game.
He had 21 and 10 points.
Oh my gosh,
something incredible, something insane. He's a double machine. He walks in the court, he's already got a double. So that's going to be a deciding factor. They're going to put a lot of pressure on him down low. I'm sure they'll run a couple ball screens, see how he is laterally on that foot. Put a lot of pressure on him, but it's going to be a big game. Speaking about the Duke game, what do you think about that?
Man, it was probably one of the best basketball games I've ever seen professionally or even collegiately. It was a really just back and forth game. I was telling Harrison while we were watching it, it was going to come down that last shot and almost did. And so only a couple seconds left till we knew that Chapel Hill was going to win, which was electrifying itself to be in that. And around those people, around those fans, they're rabid and they love some Chapel Hill basketball. So
was it better than the NC State game?
Man, I tell you what, the women's game,
the women's NC State game the other night.
Man, yeah,
double OT. If you guys didn't see it,
that game was very good as well. They had the girl from UConn really just tore it up in the overtime periods and just took it away from the pack, which had a really great season as well. So
they call her Mrs. Buckets.
Mrs. Buckets. It's a shame she got blew out last night.
Yeah, she did. She did lose.
South Carolina, really.
She wasn't Mrs. Buckets last night.
No. That's okay because, that was they were running into a buzzsaw there with the University of South Carolina. So Columbia, I'm sure, was happy last night, still celebrating today. And hopefully Chapel Hill will be another Carolina that's celebrating today.
Yeah, so we went to the game last Saturday about 11:30. The game got over. We're walking down the stairs after everyone has flooded the court. There's just a stampede of people. We almost got flattened in the stampede of people. We were running to Franklin Street. Ends up it's a 30-minute run. No one tells you that.
No,
No
nobody.
one mentions that.
Nobody mentions that, which is something that, on the way there wasn't as bad because we're all really excited. But on the way back, our legs are a little
2 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 a.m. and we're just ready to get.
I was running off adrenaline the whole time. My heart rate got up to 130 in the middle of the game. So
that is true. I can attest to that. Actually,
it was. I was a little nervous. Not gonna lie.
I'm sure you were very stressed.
But running off adrenaline, ran up the hill to Franklin Street. I was ready to go.
Yep.
Coming back, had to get a little caffeine in me to make it home.
That is true. Yeah. Luckily, we did get something to keep us up a little bit, and hey, we got home, and now we're here for the Natty tonight. Very excited.
And in the middle of Franklin Street, burning jerseys everywhere. Duke jerseys were being burnt everywhere. Firefighters coming in, fireworks being set off. People were climbing trees. People were climbing on stoplights.
A lot of things that cannot be stopped.
It was a once in a lifetime opportunity for sure. Something I'll never regret going to.
No, not at all.
It was something. If you have the chance, you gotta take it. It's something you can't take for granted on that.
No.
So tonight, I'm sure Franklin Street will be even crazier. We won't be there. We have workouts at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so not looking forward to that, but we'll see how it goes.
Hey, sometimes, we got to put the team first.
Yeah, I guess, Coach Ham, if you're listening, maybe we won't be there tomorrow morning.
Maybe not, but hey, probably will be.
Yeah, I guess so. So, going back into college basketball, what do you think about the NFL early predictions?
NFL early predictions. It's a really big little turn right there. But if you really want my NFL predictions,
we're covering all sports.
All sports today. All right, cool. Well, coming up the craziest offseason of my lifetime, it's pretty insane. We really honestly have no idea what's going to happen because NFL is so volatile and who's going to win because everybody's changing teams. Honestly, there's a lot of things going on. So I think a really big favorite right now is obviously the Broncos with Russell Wilson being, getting traded there. So I'm a Cardinals fan, so very happy that, Seahawks are knocked down a peg, but, we have a really big challenge in the Rams. And it's going to be a really very, very exciting year of NFL.
I saw something about Odell, still a free agent. They're looking at him and Giancarlo maybe?
I think we're talking about baseball right now, but if you want to segue into some baseball talk,
I'm going straight.
Oh,
we're covered all sports.
The lockout?
We're covered. Yeah, the lockout. Yeah. Well, the lockout's over, but we're covered all sports.
Yeah, it did, but it just ended.
Giancarlo Stanton.
He's
got hit in the face.
Yeah, he's a very good baseball player.
Went to the Marlins. Now he's in Jersey.
Yeah, OBJ though, I hope he re-signs with the Rams, but Giancarlo, you never know with him.
We're all over the board here, but
really good.
Just keeping you guys occupied.
John McEnroe, really good tennis player.
Yeah, exactly.
Really good tennis
How about Logan Paul in the ring?
Dude, Logan Paul at WrestleMania was incredible.
Give me a little rundown on what you saw.
Man, what just a back and forth match between them and the Mysterios. You just for a celebrity, it's really exciting to see somebody be actually decent in the ring.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor getting arrested. What are we doing with the UFC?
What happened?
Man, he got arrested. Crazy happenings right now. Right. UFC going down like that. But hey, we got some contenders in the heavyweight division. So, Conor's going to be really without some people, UFC. But hopefully we'll have some people hold down the fort.
I didn't hear about that. That's something crazy. Any other news you heard about sports that you want to talk about?
Dude, there's so much in the sports news world right now. The Lakers? How about the Lakers being out of the playoffs?
Six games in a row they haven't lost. They haven't won.
Dude, they haven't won 2 games in a row since January with LeBron James.
Anthony Davis quoted if they had been healthy all year, they'd been the best team in the league.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
He was out, I think, 28 games in a row earlier this year. Mm-hmm. And it's just something. I mean, without AD, that team's too old. They need I think they need some young energy brought in this offseason.
Oh, I'm sure that'll happen. I'm sure Russell Westbrook will be traded to some team that's floundering and wanting to take a little cap hit for the next season. And hopefully something will do because the NBA is better when LeBron's in the playoffs. Kind of sucks.
How about the Nets and the Lakers being on the bubble?
Man,
the Nets are 10th. Nets are 10th.
Yeah.
Lakers are 11th.
Trae Young could really knock them out of the playoffs, possibly. That would be really crazy.
They've got an opportunity here.
Yeah. That would definitely cement himself as a villain of the NBA.
They definitely have something here. So, Covering all that, we're gonna go into a little back nine segment, as I like to call it. So first up,
back nine.
I got the back nine question. I've been doing some research. So
Some research.
have you ever played Old Chatham Golf Course?
Have I ever played before?
Yeah. Do you know anything about it?
I have not played Old Chatham Golf Course officially, but I have unofficially played there. Yes,
Okay.
It's a very beautiful course, and shout
Okay.
out to the Old Chatham Golf Club because they are it's a very nice facility. That was definitely very nice people.
Very nice, very nice.
Back nine. I have a back nine question. Have you ever played Eagle Point before?
I have.
Really?
I have played Eagle Point.
Wow. When have you done that?
Actually 2 summers ago.
I gotcha.
Some
I've heard it's a really good
teed it up.
facility. Wells Fargo champion.
Teed it up. The Wells Fargo was there. Shout out to that. Reagan's Corner out there. So
Reagan's Corner.
you have to check them out. Check out their merchandise. They got some great merch, great shirts. Dropping it weekly. So that's something you got to check out and see everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about John Rahm's chances at Quill Hollow?
The President's Cup? No, it's the Ryder Cup. Where? No, they're not. I don't. Next year?
For Wells Fargo.
I don't think they're playing it this year at Wells Fargo because of the President's Cup.
When you saw him.
Oh no, that was at not Valentine. That's in Charlotte as well. Shout out Valentine Club. But no, that
Sedgefield.
was Belle Reeve. Belle Reeve in
Belle
St. Louis,
Reeve.
Missouri.
Okay,
That is
okay.
right.
What are you thinking about? What happened there? Give us a little.
What happened with
give
John
us a
Rahm?
Give us a little rundown.
I tell you what, I was the biggest fan of John Rahm until I was 17 years old, and he called me out for asking for an autograph. So
What did he say?
he didn't say anything.
Like, give me the whole story. What happened?
All right, so I'm going up here. Hand me something. You gotta hand me something. Act like I got. This is my flag, guys. Perfect. Yep. Shout out Bridgestone. And so I got the flag right here. This is the rope. Technically, I'm like Mr. Rahm. I'm your biggest fan. I'm 17 years old. Will you sign this? Staring at me just like that. Isn't that crazy? Exactly. And I was hurt.
Rambo.
I was hurt because I was the only kid my age there trying to get a signature by
Rambo.
Father right behind me shook.
Rambo said, "Here goes the flag."
Yeah, he threw it out. Really threw it in the pond, honestly. And we've had a feud ever since.
If we're gonna cover stories about this, I got one about Scott Piercy at Sedgefield. So just finished a tournament at Maple Chase Golf Course in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, TYGA tournament of champions. So you had to win a tournament to get in. I shoot 88, 89, coming dead last.
That's not too bad.
Dead last.
You didn't shoot 90.
I broke 90 by birdie in the last hole.
Yeah.
So
bogey golf is better.
Came in dead last in the tournament. That was when I was a freshman in high school. So I'm all mad about it. I'm going to Sedgefield. My dad surprises me on the way home, says we can go to Sedgefield. He's got tickets for the practice round. It's a Wednesday. So we go there. I'm talking to my dad, and we go over to the practice chipping area. Scott Piercy's there. He walks right past us. No one's there. I said, "Scott, can I get an autograph?" He says, "Not today." Keeps walking. I said, "I just shot 88, 89. He said, "Keep working." So
he said, "Keep working."
I wasn't too happy about that.
Scott Piercy is not on your list.
Fast forward, we're on 17 by the tee box. Just me and my dad back there in the stands. Hunter Mahan tees off. I reached down with the ball to get the autograph. He waves me off, and I wasn't too happy after that. Ricky Fowler signed everything I had. So
Ricky has always been a great
guy, yeah.
He stays for the kids. He's a great guy.
He's a real one.
You know what? Masters prediction: Ricky Fowler is going to make the cut.
2023.
2023 is going to make the cut.
2023. All right. How much you put on that?
Nothing, because I'm an NCAA athlete.
Good answer. That was a test.
That was a test, and I passed.
And you passed. So let's.
Back nine. The back nine question. We're on hole 18.
Back nine, yeah. Well, we got hole 19 because I got another question.
Oh,
so,
all right.
Reedy Creek Golf Course. What does that talk to you about?
Reedy Creek.
Reedy Creek.
Reedy Creek Golf Course is such a great facility to play at.
You like that place?
I did.
I remember watching you slapping around.
You did. I'm sure you did in front of me or behind me. Was it behind you?
I was in front.
That is right, because I was the number one. You're the number two. That is right. I remember.
That's right.
That.
You were.
Yeah.
What'd you shoot?
What did I shoot?
Yeah, what'd you shoot for that round?
There's an 8 somewhere. It might have been a 68, an 88. Who knows?
I think the 8 was in front.
I don't know where it was. It was somewhere up there, pretty high.
I think there was an 8 in front of the 6. I think I had to win on that round.
Maybe that round and maybe another whole bunch of handful of rounds. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I outdrove him a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. How far do you hit it nowadays?
Like 315, 330.
315. That's a pretty big dispersion rate. But you know, I definitely hit one past him a couple of days ago, and I'd have to say that you were pretty small.
You did. I am small. I'm shorter than him.
Fun fact: he's tall, not big. He's not. He doesn't fit. True. He doesn't fit in the big and tall section.
I don't fit in the big and tall.
Which is something that's kind of like crazy, you know. I feel like they should definitely just have people have pants.
A tall section and a big section, and then one together, big and tall.
I completely agree.
I can't find anywhere about pants.
It happens, you know.
Getting a little off topic here, but let's bring it all back together. Masters prediction. Who you got? Final prediction. One shot.
Freddie Couples.
Freddie Couples. What are you talking?
No. Man, I'm gonna go Scotty Scheffler, and I'm gonna stick with it.
All right.
What do you got?
I'm between two guys. I'm thinking DJ and Brooks, but I'm gonna go DJ. He's fresh, coming off a couple weeks of rest. He's ready to go. He likes this place. He's got good vibes. If he can stay off the stairs this week, I think he'll be good.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't trip. But he's back again.
Well, we don't go in those bathrooms, you know. You gotta be careful with that type of stuff. But yeah, I like that prediction. It's a very. I don't think a lot of people are gonna have DJ after he won a couple years ago. You know,
he hasn't been playing too well. First time he's been out of the top 10 in a couple years in the world. So
maybe he's motivated.
Yeah, he could have something, a little chip on his shoulder. So we'll see what he's been working on. But we just want to thank you guys for joining us. Go check out Reagan's Corner and everything they got. If you have any questions, follow us and send me any messages. You can follow me